Hello everybody, my name is Youngblood, and before we get into the video, I just want to say that there are some potential triggers in today's episode, which I'm going to list in the description below, along with a timestamp so you know what they are and when they are, but also to avoid any spoilers for people who don't want to know what's going on. I also want to say that there are a lot of flashing lights in this episode, so please be warned if you're sensitive to that. Hello everyone, my name is Youngblood, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. When last we left off, it was Sunday, apparently, but things were about to go down. Something bad was happening with Sayori. I do not have a good feeling about it, but we were gonna go spend the weekend with Yuri to help her with club fair things. It's been a while, so, and this game is kind of loud. I'm gonna turn it down, there we go. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. Oh, she's coming to my place, that's right. Oh, crap, my room is a mess. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much, because I'm anxious by nature. Yuri's clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Of course, no doubt, because that's what anxious people do. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. What is my camera doing? Stop that. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. I have a bad feeling about what's about to happen with Sayori. I don't want to say anything, just in case, but I have a bad feeling. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica did, or what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? No! I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Good idea. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it. Myself. I don't like this. I really don't like the music cut out and everything. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori's dead, isn't she? She's straight up dead, isn't she? Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up. I don't like where this is going. I really don't like where this is going. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh, thank God, she's alive! Hi, Youngblood! I sit down in her room, just in the middle of the floor. Sorry, serious moment. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us, which is awkward when you consider the whole length of a minute. Sorry, serious talk time. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I'm worried about you. Ah, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Her room is fairly tidy, dude. Like, you can see the floor. In my book, that's tidy. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. I think you mean wall decoration, because I'm only seeing one. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. You know that's not true. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. Well, there you go. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but the game didn't give me a choice, so I'm here. Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, young blood. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? Because things change, Sayori. People grow and learn and new things happen, and that's good. It's a good thing. This is all my fault. What? Life is not your time moves on. Unless you're a Time Lord, Sayori. It's not your fault. Even if you are a Time Lord, it's still not your fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings... Okay, first of all, that bad Sayori. Second of all, mood. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, what stupid mistake? Then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. Being my friend? Is that a stupid mistake? You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? What do you mean what do you want? What do you want, Sayori? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. It doesn't make any sense. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Do you want me? Is this your way of saying you want me to leave? It just wants to torture me. What? This is not- stop laughing. Okay, this is not a laughing matter. Sayori, yes, thank you. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Youngblood. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I highly doubt that. What did something just happen here? I feel like I just saw something. You're just seeing it for the first time. I don't know what she said beforehand because I clicked too soon. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? I've never played this before. Of course I'm seeing it for the first time. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Youngblood? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Sayori, did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? You're not worthless, Sayori. That's just the depression talking, and you never listen to the depression. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. That is... I mean, I honestly, like, that does not surprise me. No, I don't want to update my software right now. I gotta resync everything. That is actually very, very typical of a lot of people who have depression, is they don't want to show it, they don't want anybody to know, because they don't feel like they're worth the time for other people to, like, think about them, so they put all their energy and their effort into making other people happy. And I've actually seen that a lot. It's one of those things that, like, once I started seeing Sayori's, like, her poems and the way she was acting towards everybody and how she was saying, like, I shouldn't spend so much time with her, I'm like, you know, she kind of seems like she's depressed, and that's why I thought this was going in a bad direction. But I'm gonna see if I can talk some sense into her. I'm in shock. It's like it's sad because that happens to a lot of people. They find out that this has been happening to their friend, and it's just never something that they thought about, because this person has been so accustomed to hiding it, and they're so accustomed to, like, fitting in with everybody else. Is something happening on the screen that I'm missing? I keep thinking I see something. Anyways, like, they're so practiced at it that it's very easy for them to just slip under the radar without anybody ever knowing what's wrong. I can't even figure out how to respond. Tell her how much she means to you. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Yeah. Why, Sayori? She just told you why. Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Wow. Okay, way to make it all about you, dude. Like, she literally just told you why she hadn't told you your whole life, and now you're like, oh, I've been betrayed. Get over yourself. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would try a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, young blood. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Caring about you is an important thing, Sayori. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. Thought I heard something. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, don't say it, don't say it. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. That is not true. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, young blood. There's nothing. Nothing at all. Hey, crazy idea. Hear me out, Sayori. Therapy. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. You're not a horrible person, Sayori. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. That's what friends do. We hurt together. I'm just weak and selfish. Aren't we all, Sayori? That's all I am. No, you're also an anime girl in a video game. That's what's important. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. No. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Young blood. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Young blood. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. That's probably because she wants you to let go. Maybe. I don't know. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Young blood. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I just started this game and I'm already getting all the feels. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. Aw, I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, young blood. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you. It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. Why is that surprising after everything she just told you? I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Of course I understand. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. Ganbate, Youngblood. No, that's the wrong word. Good for you. I got confused. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I'm so glad she's alive. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. My computer! As I approach my house, which looks exactly like Sayori's for some reason, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? I was waiting for like 20 years, and I thought, is Youngblood ever gonna show up? I was just speaking in Sayori's voice for some reason. No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. I thought maybe I was at an abandoned house. I thought maybe a ghost would answer the door. It was a really frightening time for me. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. I was too busy worrying about the ghost. It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Ignore common sense? My specialty. Anyway, let's go inside. I swear it's not haunted. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Totally, and I totally didn't completely forget why I'm hanging out with Yuri in the first place. Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Yeah, my room. Clean, of course. I cleaned it before you came over, so... It's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Dude, like, the only time I ever clean my room is when when my friends come over and I'm like, crap, I gotta clean the couch so you have somewhere to sit. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine, where I keep all of my porn. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, really, because it looks like they're behind her back, and that she's definitely standing. Should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Oh, we're decorating, okay. And other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? That's two very big words, Yuri. I don't think I can handle that. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. They want to kidnap them and sell them for ransom. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. But like a good intense, like a sour candy. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. How to win a girl's heart. Compare her to a sour candy. It's something that I like. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. Kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. And then she fell asleep. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Incense? I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. I do love candles. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. I was close. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Aromatherapy is actually very interesting because this is something I learned in college, is that a lot of the times smells are associated with memories. So, like, for me, a lot of fruity smells I associate with, like, bad memories, which is a lot of the, like, stress-relieving scents that they have in shops, and I just smell it, and I immediately, like, tense up. So, like, aromatherapy is very much a person-to-person deal. But, like, there's certain smells that you can paint a very broad brush with, and a lot of people will respond to that. As far as I know, I could be completely wrong about this, but as far as I know, like, a lot of people will respond to that in a certain way, but for me, it has, like, the exact opposite effect. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic, but it's science. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. It explodes, and we both die. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It makes you want to sing a whole new world. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? Sharing our poems? And you just happen to have it at my house? I see where you're going with this. It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Please don't tell me we're about to make 1,000 cranes, because I can't do 1,000 cranes. I can barely do one crane. Crane? Crane! Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? I'm going to cut pieces and... I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. I cannot speak anymore. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Okay, why do we need origami paper for that though? Why couldn't we just use regular paper? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. Like, construction paper is a lot cheaper than origami paper. Well, I mean, this is set in, like, Japan, so maybe, I don't know, they don't have construction paper? Or it's more expensive? I'm gonna stop talking now. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. I had no faith in you whatsoever. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is that the first time we've heard Yuri giggle? Asking the important questions. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Youngblood. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright, first character. Death. Ah, alright. Maybe that's a bad choice for this game. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then, she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. And then she stabs me, and I die. Coffee. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful, as it pierces my heart. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. Oh, sorry, I forgot the girls get embarrassed when you compliment their fancy knives. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. Especially when I've got like 10 skeletons in my closet. Like, actual literal skeletons. They're not real, I just keep them there in case we decide to have a skeleton party or something. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. Thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. Dude, I love knives. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. I've got like this really like cool shimmering rainbow knife. It's like a throwing knife. And I've got another one that's like a dagger. I really want to get a sword one day. A combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. Dude, literally, like, all of my friends, like, if someone's trying to open something and you say, does anyone have a knife? Literally everyone will pull out a pocket knife. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Excuse me. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Would I? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? A knife shop? A blacksmith? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Oh, good idea! Ow, yeah, who would have thought that would happen? Youngblood! Why did you do that? Because I'm an idiot, clearly! I didn't expect it to be that sharp. It's a knife! I barely touched it at all. A knife! It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. I should have been warned by the fact that it's literally a knife in my hands. Knives are sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. She's a vampire, I knew it. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. That's weird. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. I was just so thirsty for blood because I'm a vampire. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Yeah, yeah. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? I thought that was gonna say for the rest of her life. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. She's not bleeding, dude! Like, that's even weirder. Youngblood? I guess that's probably the point. Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Youngblood. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? What, are you judging her? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Your magical tongue fixed it. Alright, let's back up and pretend that sentence never happened. Your magical tongue fixed it. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted, and then we take Yuri to the hospital to be tested for bloodborne pathogens. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. The paint tablets. Crap. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. I kind of gathered that. We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water, which I'm gonna carry all by myself? I'll be right back in a minute. Yuri's gonna snoop through your room while you're gone, dude. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you feel the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Got it. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yeah, it's not suspicious at all. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. I'm like taking notes over here for like my next decorating thing that I have to do. I'm just like, yes! We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. My nose itches. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. It's just gonna say a curse word in big letters across the banner. I'm sorry, by the way, that my camera keeps like doing this weird lighting thing. I'm experimenting with like new lighting in my room, and I don't think my camera likes it very much, and I don't know how to fix it. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. Excuse me, it's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. It's beautiful. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Accidentally. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I don't like that face. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Okay, that creeped me out a little bit. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck, which is not awkward at all. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. But suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Not the banner, like the actual night sky. Like, instead of stars appearing, it's actually my job to go up there and just, like, put the dots in. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty and natural looking. It's very pretty and natural, like I just read that. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. Yeah, it needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? It's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Yeah, I am. Get out of my house. I don't mean that. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all.
And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. That doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. I say most things without thinking, in fact. I have no brain. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over. Or we can go out somewhere. Ah, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, young blood.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Hello?!
I kind of like that about you.
Where'd the music go? Well, how am I supposed to respond to that, especially when you're so close? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Sayori?
Huh?
Hi, young blood.
Sayori. Just now, we weren't, talking or anything.
It's okay, young blood. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Aw, really?
It's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine, right?
Of course! Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries up. I didn't even see a walking animation. She just... Nyom! Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her.
Technically, she got close to me, but...
It makes me really happy.
You don't look happy.
That you've made such good friends.
You don't look happy. My hair is tickling my face.
That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me.
Don't you lie to me, Sayori. We've known each other for a good, 4 episodes now? We've known each other for a good 4 episodes. You can't lie to me.
Why am I feeling this way, young blood?
Emotions. Who can understand them?
I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? No!
No!
It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just...
It would not. It would not. Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, young blood.
It's not.
If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me.
No!
You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right.
What did Monica say? I will kill her.
I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. Put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, young blood. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. No. Young blood, I like you so much that I want to die.
Don't die. Please don't die.
That's how I feel. And
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Oh, my battery is dying. Crap. Crap, this is the stream of errors. There's so many things happening that should not be happening. Where's my charger? Ah! Alright. Do you still believe me? Excuse me. Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori. Oh, no, no, no. Don't make me pick. Okay, we're gonna save. We're gonna save. We're gonna save. Right here. It sounds like she's in love with me. I don't know. I feel like if I say that I love her, it's going to backfire on me. But I feel like if I say you'll always be my dearest friend, it's also going to backfire on me. I don't feel right about the first one. I just don't. I'm going with the second one. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help things back to the way they were.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. I should have picked the other one.
Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this.
Sayori.
It's okay. It's just my punishment, remember?
No.
For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Youngblood. I'll trust you with anything at all. So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. What is going on? I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Pretty much! Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running again. No! No! You don't get a new meta frame like that, Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible with this? I don't know, because your friend just dropped to the ground and started screaming and then ran away, and now you... There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know what you're trying to do, game. You're trying to get me to go back and change my answer. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up, but decide that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. I don't like where this is going. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Netsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Youngblood! I totally forget what voice I gave to this girl. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that all of the poems were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think on days this important she'd try a little harder. Rude. I say that, but suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Yeah. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. Yeah. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, young blood. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. What do you know about my exchange with her yesterday, Monica? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. Yeah, you're not the overlord of the whole world, unless you are. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one that knows what's best for her, right? No, not really. No, like, go take her to a therapist. Take her to a therapist. That's the thing, is like, I picked the second option because it doesn't seem like this guy does love Sayori. And if I said that to her, I'd just be saying that to her to make her feel better, and it wouldn't really be real. So in the end, it would just be worse, kind of thing. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica's being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Okay, it just says, get out of my head, over and over and over. Before I do what I know is best for you, before I listen to everything she said to me, I show you how much I love you, I finished writing this poem, but a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. I don't like this. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Youngblood? What's wrong? I think you know what's wrong, Monica. Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. Good. There's no response. She's dead. She's so dead. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, I knew it. Nope. Nope. What? Nope. Oh, this is giving me chills. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. Stop making me look at it. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? See, this is what I thought was gonna happen yesterday when I went to go check on her. Turning down her confession. It has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Something tells me that this would have happened either way. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of her relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Would you please stop with the happy piano music? Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Is this just gonna keep saying... Okay, so I was just gonna keep saying never until I reloaded. What? That's it? That's it? What is this? What? Oh! Hello? Hello? What is that? What? I don't want to know what that did. Nope. 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 I've always walked to school alone. What? I'm pretty content just getting by on the average while spending my free time in games and anime. It's always anime club. Erase Sayori from existence. Clubs. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. What did you come in here for anyways? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Okay. Wait, okay. I knew it. I knew that when I tried to go back, there weren't gonna be any of my save slots there. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, oh, no. Hey, joke's on you, because I started this game on a different computer, and I can just go back to that computer and have my old save slot. Alright, we're gonna skip through this and get... Oh, I can just hit skip. That was weird. Oh, nope. This gives me a bad feeling all over. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but argue. Okay, great. All the small... Love the small talk. Love it. Just love it. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just clicking through this. I can't skip it. Wait, who's not? I didn't read it. Did Monica say she? Hey, Youngblood, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Sure, why not? Why don't I just join your cursed literature club, Monica? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I want to ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. You have every reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Youngblood. You know that? I just started giving her Sayori's voice and I want to throw up now. It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but being generally used for 30 classes and activities. Monica swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. What are you, 12, Natsuki? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Youngblood. Thanks. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Youngblood in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. You were gonna make cupcakes? Is that what you were gonna say? In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? I'm very allergic to tea, so please do not. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Youngblood? I'm also allergic to chairs, incidentally, so I'm gonna have to go. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Well, I'm in my home, so... As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Fun and exciting? I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Well, there were. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Not really, no. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know?
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least... But I at least enjoy tea. I enjoy hives, too.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Youngblood, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Oh, I see. Okay. So, the relationship that I built with Yuri in the last part of the game is carrying over into this part of the game. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Manga is literature! Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading, in a way that she did not do beforehand because we didn't know each other well enough, but now we know each other well enough. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
What do you mean, lack of imagination? I have plenty of imagination, thank you.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I have so much imagination, in fact, that my anxiety has to work overtime. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You have to be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Did I just unplug my microphone? This is a real horror. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Youngblood?
Yeah, sure. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, me, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Yeah, what's going on, Monika? I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Really? Because Natsuki just kind of looks pissed off.
But... I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Youngblood. The thing is, we don't have enough members to form an official club.
And whose fault is that, Monika? Whose fault is that?
We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. I was gonna say that sounds like a you problem, but I forgot that I'm a high school boy. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Youngblood?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just laughed after all this, I would be super pissed.
Youngblood, I'm so happy. You can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess. You know what would give me a great time? Give me my friend back! I know you're behind this, Monika. I know it's you. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more.
Youngblood, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star with Monika with my mediocre writing skills? Hey, they're not mediocre. I mean, okay. I have a little thing that I wrote. Okay, let's see. Make bed, vacuum, oh, this is just a to-do list. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. As Lurie cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. That I depart the club room and make my way home. Back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. I need a drink of water. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I have unlocked a special poem. Would I like to read it? You know what? I was gonna say no, but yes, I want to read it. Yeah, it's kind of what I expected. Can I load a game now? What if I just click one? I hate this so much. Okay. So I'm guessing these are just no save slots anywhere. Good, now I have a save slot. Great, feels so much better. Wait. history. Oh, this is like everything that happened in the game. Okay. Well, let's see. Tears, because I'm very sad right now. Tragedy, because I'm very sad right now. Entropy, because I don't know what it means. Anime, because anime. Destiny, because this game hates me. Rainbow, sadness. Lazy. Socks. Heartbeat. Pout. I'm not purposefully picking words for Natsuki, but it's happening. Kawaii. Disaster. Headphones. Broken. Boop. Kitty. Marriage. Pain. Dark. Yes, thank you. I wanted to see that again. Okay, didn't let me finish my poem. Alright. Hi again. I heard something. Hi again, young blood. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha, I thought about it. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, young blood.
Oh, good! Someone's playing Dead by Daylight.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Hi, Natsuki. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. I thought this said salad for a second. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I'm sure I won't. Hello? Hello? You're in the wrong spot. You need to get behind the text, ma'am. Ma'am? Ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. That's what I said. So this is all...
We'll make sure to put your comfort first.
Okay, so this is basically everything that happens in the first place.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Okay, oh, I don't actually have, oh, I do have a book over here. Okay, let's see. Well, this is gonna take a while, so, well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. Everything in the classroom is tilted, and it's just slightly off kilter. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Oh, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even, now that I've noticed that the classroom is tilted, it's really disorienting. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Is it? Okay, am I going crazy or is it moving? I think it's just, I feel like it's moving because I've noticed it now.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like.
What was that? Did you guys see that? Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
How's this girl accidentally being so cute? Yeah, so this is all the same.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think.
See, the classroom was tilted. I'm not going crazy. Well, that classroom thing was so disorienting. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Okay, so I just want to say, because I got a new computer and I had to restart the game, the first time I replayed this, I accidentally got this scene instead of the one I got in the first place. So this really is just kind of repeating what's happening. You looking for something in there? Okay. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Yeah. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Why not? Just be like, yeah, I love manga. And if the other person is weirded out, oh, you've already filtered them out of your friends list. But if they're like, yeah, manga, best friends, immediately, there's no downside. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. Is it? I thought I washed that off this morning. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sound in the world. Boy, is it ever! I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. Or it's new. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. Oh, okay. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Youngblood. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge a book. Alright! You got something in your throat, Natsuki? Because you're sounding kind of weird. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated, feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. I'm gonna nod and pretend I know what that means. Don't just stand there. Ooh-ah. Ooh-ah. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Have you ever sat in a classroom chair? Also, I'm allergic to chairs. Thank you. I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. I can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. It make me feel weird about it. As she crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Exactly an inch. She like gets a ruler out and everything's just like, okay, no, that's happening. Okay, now it's in. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometime after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Never. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Aww, look at that face. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. By the way, I didn't mean to pick the words that Natsuki liked in the poem or anything. I was just kind of like picking them at random because I'm mad at the game now. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? She has no friends, that's what she's saying. Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. I just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Do it. Just punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser. Kind of! So I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat if you found... Okay. Dad. Okay, at least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't wing, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Is she? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. She's asleep. Ah, called it! It looks like she's starting to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki? Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! You got a little something on your face, Natsuki. Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, young blood. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. Ah, okay, perfectly normal. It's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Yes, why don't we? Who should I show my poem to first? I'm gonna show it to Monica first. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, young blood. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have new suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. So don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. You're terrifying! I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, young blood. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, young blood. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. Oh, Natsuki. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. I have a feeling that this was not in the first round of this game. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. I feel like that's not a bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Not really, no. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes could no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, we're gonna show it to Yuri next. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. It's you can be a little biased though.
Biased? How? I hadn't noticed.
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to me, to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Do I have something in my eye right now? Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay. Ghost Under the Light. Okay, so this... Is this the same poem as before? Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. It's beautiful handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Okay, I'm gonna kind of skip through this because it's basically a lot of the stuff that we've been through before. Are you into Ghost, Yuri? Yeah, it's essentially everything that happened before is just happening again, but without Sayori. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Ugh. I'd be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. Sorry. I hope you're happy. I'm ecstatic. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Ugh. Natsuka's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. In fact, I say that entirely to myself because there's no one else here. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Yeah. Sorry, it's allergy season. So this is definitely the same poem as before. It's not letting me click through. Do I have to read it out loud? Eagles can fly, monkeys can clippers, and leaphorses can raise, owls can sing, cheetahs can raise, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Why? Well, I don't like this. I'm gonna turn the volume down just a little bit. Hello? This isn't my computer acting up, is it? No? Oh, there we go. I decided to click outside the screen. Okay. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. That was different music. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica's writing something in her notebook. Why are you... Okay. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange... Okay, this is the same thing as before. So... they disagree on their poems. They're arguing, of course. Well, okay, what the? I was just kind of clicking through, I wasn't really paying attention. Ooh. Okay. This is getting very... No. Guys, calm down, you're making the game glitch out. Yes? Uh-huh. Well, okay. Okay, yeah, that got a lot more intense than last time. I was just gonna go with Natsuki in this round because I picked Yuri in the last round. I'm gonna keep going on that route. I know what I picked. Stop. Nope. I'm still clicking it. Hello. Yes, hello. Yes, hello. Hey, Youngblood. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Oh, yeah, sure, this is totally normal. Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh dear. She quickly runs away. Are you okay, Natsuki? Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. We're most certainly not done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. What did you say? I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Is it in the history? Nope. Or did.
Youngblood, please don't hate me.
What did you do?
Please, I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
It's fine, Yuri. You know you didn't mean it. What did you do? Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it. Forget all about it by tomorrow. I'm sure. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. Just say it.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today.
It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Youngblood. It would just be embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble, but
yeah, that's normal. It's totally normal. Alright, Bubbles. And Rainbow. And Fluffy. But Pain. And Massacre. And Cry. And Candy. And Grief. And Hop. And Whisper. Oh, and Hopeless. Empty. And whatever this is. And Cute. And Eternity. And Color. And Dark. And Dense. And Secretive. And Jump. I think we got a pretty good spread with that one. Alright.
welcome back, Youngblood.
Hi, Yuri. It's Yuri's expression. Yeah, it sure does. Oh, Natsuki's here. Okay, I thought she'd be dead.
About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry about too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. I just suddenly remember what Monica said about letting your pen hover in the same spot for too long, and so now I'm just like moving the cursor around. Just in case. But then she told me to save my game. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided there's no way you can be a bad person. Oh, good way to judge character, Naomi. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Youngblood, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monica? Fortunately, no, I've not. No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Carrie, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Because she's forgotten about yesterday! Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
Eh?
Jeez. What is ever on your mind? I'm sure... Oh, sorry.
Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But... I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear it, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Haha. So you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Oh, I don't hate you guys too. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Fair. Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long, anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. It makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing the piano. I wanted to bring this up, is that Monica plays piano, but she's, like, learning it. And in the tune for the game, every so often there's, like, this clunking sound that sounds like somebody's missing some notes. Which I'm assuming is Monica playing piano for the story.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still,
that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed.
Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Does it go something like... Dun, 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 whatever's playing right now. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Youngblood. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Youngblood, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday,
She's fine. She's reading over there, see?
Whoa. Calm down, Yuri.
Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored.
What? Ah, that's not cool.
Come on, we're going over there.
What's the story about anyways, Yuri? I'm not scared. That's not pee in my pants.
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human.
What on earth just happened? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Religious camp turned into a human experiment prison. People trapped are the transition them to killing machine that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and fix. Wow. Okay, that's dark.
But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? That's what I said. You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. That's a lot darker than, like, the last story. On the last story, like, she was kind of like the protagonist. Is she a murderer? Am I about to find out that she's a murderer?
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Youngblood?
I mean, I am. I don't know if my character is. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil,
but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly...
I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. You know that things like books and writing fill my thoughts.
My whole body gets incredibly...
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. I just realized something. So Monica said that Natsuki, like, her dad doesn't keep food at the house and he doesn't give her lunch money. But in the last round, she made cupcakes for all of us. So I feel like something changed. Or did something not change? Because I didn't talk to Natsuki enough in the last round. I don't know if that's just part of her story anyways. Or if this is just being built up because suddenly I'm talking to Natsuki more. I don't know. I'm weirded out. I'm just gonna keep going.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book. It's fine if I sit here, right? Yeah, it's totally fine. So this is pretty much all the same as last time. Just bathing in my body heat. Totally normal.
Is that in the history?
It is not in the history. What weird thing is gonna happen? I know something weird's gonna happen. I don't trust. I don't trust. I don't like that eye. I mean, it's a nice eye, but it's looking at me kind of funny. Main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Yeah. Okay, that's a serial killer face, if I ever saw one. Just like, see, okay.
I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking of the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about.
Okay, I don't like this.
I thought you meant something else about her.
No, I meant the fact that you're a serial killer that likes chopping people up.
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
I think I'm beginning to realize what she might have said to Natsuki and where this is going. Fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing's a little...
My breathing?
Vera puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Youngblood? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really.
I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back to my bag. Okay. So okay, so I can't show it to Monica. I can't even show it to Yuri right now. Okay. So I'm actually gonna save here because I'm losing my voice. I've been recording for like 2 hours now and my voice is not used to that. But like, there's a lot about this game. I don't know. There's a lot about this game. I kind of had a feeling that no matter what I picked with Sayori, that the game was going to do this anyways. And I thought it was going to expect me to go back. And then when it started being like, oh, I can never go back and change it, I'm like, okay, it's going to delete my save files, isn't it? And now I have a feeling that like it's going to like start narrowing down characters and getting rid of characters. And I don't know if there's anything I can do to stop it. Like, maybe I can try? I don't know. Maybe I could have saved Sayori by telling her that I loved her because I was close enough to her. I don't know. I don't know where this game is going, but I feel like it's one of those things that I'm gonna have to end up playing again, or at least I'm definitely gonna play it all the way through because I'm enjoying it a lot. Anyways, oh, and it was very clear too that, and even now, that like the things that Sayori was saying, like the stuff about her and the depression and everything seemed real, but like there were other parts of it, like the extreme parts, where it sounded very much like Monica was in her head, which is why she was saying like, get out, get out, get out, get out. And I think that's what like pushed her over the edge. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please hit the button that tells me you did, and if you want more where this came from, I don't know why you would, because this is terrifying and creepy, but if you want more where this came from, check out some of the other videos that I've done, or subscribe to see the videos that I do in the future. I'm just kind of left kind of speechless at this game. I didn't expect it to catch me so hard, because I kind of saw what was happening. I kind of saw things coming, but I'm still like, I don't even know what to say. So, yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you next